What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today I finally finished Border Pact, a game mode to where you're going to be able to get some really good bonuses for your characters. Every time you clear one of these stages, you're going to get an extra stat. For example, we get an extra red orb, which acts like an extra resonance for your character's orb here, right? Which means more damage, right? This one here, you get an all-member QTE extra skill level up by 1, which increases the damage of the QTE level. Here, you're going to get a basic level attack. And if I just show you them all at once, you get the red orb, QT, basic attack increase, all member class skill level increase, which is really good, especially for your tanks to increase that defense down. The all members blue orb, all member signature move increases, yellow orb, and then of course core passive for many characters like Alpha herself, which will increase her damage by a pretty large margin, not to mention you increase your BP. So it's really important to face Border Pact, but I mean, this takes an insane amount of time to do all of these things. You got 3 stages per round, and each of these rounds you have different team compositions that you have to use to be able to do this. It starts off with where you need 5,000 BP, and in each of these stages you can actually, like, if you have enough BP, for example, my Liv here has almost 5,600 BP, my Karenina has almost over, well, a little over 6,800 BP. Whenever you jump in here, you actually have 10 retries, 10 reboots. So if you have enough BP on your characters and you jump into these stages, then you can actually reboot them 10 times. So if I lose Karenina, I lose Liv in this first stage, I can easily reboot it, and I can do that 10 times, which really increases your chances of being able to beat it. So that way you can get those extra stats and get these memory chips down here. In each of these stages you always get these memory chips, which is really nice for buying a 6-star memory in the shop. And finally finished all this. Could have done this a while back, to be perfectly honest with you guys, but I kind of prolonged it and just kind of waited a little bit. And I'm just going to show you guys the very last round here in Radar Station, which honestly didn't seem all that difficult. It's not gonna be no perfect runs by any means, but I just did a run last night for you guys and recorded it, and this is what we got. So like this stage right here is actually weak to ice, so really Lucio would have been a lot better. If you guys would like a video about the weaknesses of each of these bosses, like each of these stages, I will be happy to try to do that for you. If you need that, let me know down in the comments down below. But really, ice is actually the best here. But I just opted to use Bianca. And the reason that I use Bianca is because I actually have a set of team of 3. Whenever you have 3 characters and you have, like, you know, especially a healer, and then you got another tank here, you know, you attacker right here, you're going to do optimal damage. Whereas where I have Lucia, Plume, and Ayla here, I don't have another character to do optimal damage. If Liv was over here and I was able to use 3 characters, I could do even more damage because I could apply more debuffs along with the tank that I'm using for the defense down, right? The more, like, when you have a tank and a healer on one team, it means you can apply more debuffs and buffs to your characters all at once. And so I opted to go ahead and use this team right here because right now for ice, we don't have another character that deals ice damage other than Lucia, right? Ayla, I just put the Zawane set on her. And as far as memories, guys, this is typical memories. You know, Bianca's got the 4-piece Heisen set on her with 2 Fredericks. Liv's got a 4-piece Da Vinci with 2 Guinevere's. Chrome's got a 4-piece Heisen with 2 Icenas. Lucia's got a 4-piece Hannah with 2 Icenas. Ayla's got a 4-piece Zawane set with 2 Glorias. Watanabe's got 4 Bathlons with 2 Cotties. Convoy here has 4 Hannahs with 2 Icenas. Liv here actually has, so I could get enough BP on her, she actually has a 4-piece patent memory set along with the Richelieu set to buff up Alpha. And then Alpha has a 4-piece Frederick with 2 Darwins. Then Karenina here has a 4-piece Hannah with 2 Catherines. And the way that I did this was, you know, the first 2 stages here, obviously I didn't have enough BP. Now the runs I'm going to show you guys, I actually finished it without having to reboot it at all. And as long as you can get through the stage, you don't need to reboot it. You don't need to do it again, right? But if you are in a situation where you don't have enough BP on a character and you're using them, use them early on in your stages. That way you don't have to do it all over again. So say, for example, I have characters with enough BP early on, right? Say all these characters had enough BP where I could reboot it. Well, if I had all those characters in the first couple stages and then in these last couple, it was characters that didn't have enough BP, well, if I don't clear this and I can't reboot it because I don't have enough BP on my character, I have to start all the way from the beginning and do it all again. So the characters that don't have enough BP on you, a little advice, a little tip is to use them early on. I know sometimes the bosses are going to have certain weaknesses to certain characters, and a lot of times you really want to take advantage of that, but sometimes it might be better for you to do kind of like what I did, to where you're using your characters that don't have as much BP early on. That way, whenever you get down to these last couple stages, or third or fourth stage, you don't have to repeat it over again, because you'll have enough BP to where if you do die, you can actually redo it again. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave you guys with that border pack run. So let me know how you're all doing in the game. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.
全員警戒をすぐに立て直しましょう。滅びなさい。これだけです。少なくとも私は指揮官殿と一緒に戦いたいと思っていますよ。最初に面白いことになりたいのは誰かしら？私が指揮官です。指示をお願いし、私が一匹加えてあげる。カラス、私の刃になってください。面白いことになりたいのは誰？切り開き。あ、手が滑っちゃった。私が指揮官です。指示をお願いします。私が一匹加えてあげる。カラス、私の刃になってください。この程度で壊れる美しさがあなたにはお似合いよ。ミチ、これがアートタイム。私は指揮官の程度じゃ。まだ終わりじゃありません。私が一匹加えてあげる。カラス、私の刃になってください。最初に面白いことになりたいのは誰かに切り開きます。指揮官、こんなにも見守ってくれて嬉しい。出撃。お前らすべて粉々にしてやるぜ。トルの私と戦ったことをやめ。撃だ。私に傷をつけるとはいい腕をしているな。トルに足りない。出撃。もう 私を見た者は深淵に消えるのよ。私も行けます。呼んだか？クズ死ね。地獄に落ちろ。みんなを守る人事を尽くす消滅。大丈夫です。私を見た者は深淵に消えるのよ。私も行けます。弱い。さっき私足引っ張ってませんよね。